Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kintana Anggita Putri. I'm from International Class of Mathematics Education 2018. I will present about my final project to make a information system. The information system that I made is novel information. Novel information is a database about data that show the information about novel that contains the information about the publisher, the writer, and the details of the books or novel. To know more about the novel, the book has many information to be obtained, such as the book ID, book title, name of writer, name of publisher, genre, the publication year, and the number of page. Novel is one of the most interested books. Novel has many genres. There are romance, mystery, horror, comedy, inspirative, history, and etc. The content of novel that is closely related to life make it enjoyable to read. An important figure in the creation of good novel is the novelist or the writer. And the existence of novels cannot be separate from the existence of publisher to publish the novel. So I think we must know about the writer and the publisher. Novels are also often used as material for review, so the information of novels can be made as database. Through this information system, we can find out and add any novels that are on the table and find out the information about the writers and the publishers. A list of various novels can be used as reading reference. Okay, for the next is the ER diagram of novel information. We have three entities. There are publisher TB, writer TB, and book TB. And this is the relation one to many and one to many. And for the relational schema, we have three tables. For the first table is book TB, writer TB, and then publisher TB. In book TB, we have book ID, book title, genre, published year, number of pages. And then in the writer TB, we have writer name as the primary key, writer date of birth, writer origin, and in the publisher TB, we have publisher name as the primary key, publisher address, and publisher address. In the book TB, book ID become the primary key, and the primary key from the entity or the table writer TB and publisher TB become the foreign key for the book TB. They are writer name and publisher name. And then for the MySQL, I made the database with file name final novel, and like the ER diagram, we have three tables: book TB, publisher TB, and writer TB. And this is the values from publisher TB, and then writer TB, and book TB. For publisher TB, for the description, like before, publisher name as the primary, and then in the writer TB, we have writer name as the primary key, and then in the description of book TB, we have book ID with type char 30 as the primary key, and writer name and publisher name as the foreign key. And for the next is for PHP and HTML file. First we click CAMPP and then htdocs and novel info. Since I save the data in the folder novel info, and then I have 19 files of PHP and HTML file, and 1 JPEG image for the background or the design in the index.php with CSS. And then this index.php is for displaying of home, and then indexbook.php, indexpublish.php, indexwriter.php is about display of the table, and add data book HTML file, add data publisher HTML file, and add data writer HTML file about the display to add the data, and add data book.php, add data publisher.php, and add data writer.php is to add the data. This file is connected with the HTML file. And then for edit, there are edit books.php, edit publisher.php, edit writer.php to edit the data, and the delete book.php, delete publisher.php, delete writer.php is to delete the data, and this is the CSS file, style and style1 to style or design the display of the information system. Okay, for the coding, and for this file we also first we have the connect.c.php. The connect.c.php is to connect the file with database that we have made, that is final novel. And in the data publisher coding, we use insert query to insert the data. The insert query is used to insert the values into the column of publisher or writer or book table. And then index publisher.php, index writer.php, index books.php, we use select from select query. Select query is to select the values from table. There are table of publisher, writer, and book that have been inserted, then display the values in the table. In this case, the method of selecting is ordered by primary key using ASG or ascending. That means to sort the data from the lowest value into the highest value. And then to update, we have edit writer.php, edit book.php, and edit publisher.php. In the edit, we use update query. Update query is used to update or edit the value of column in a table, table of publisher, table of writer, and table of book. And with using the primary key, which indicates the existence of the column in the table. For the example, so this is the primary key of publisher table, that is publisher name, to indicate the existence of the column that is publisher address in the publisher table. Where like this. the primary key. So this is the condition. Okay, for the next is delete. There are delete publisher.php, delete writer.php, delete book.php. This is the coding is use the delete query. The condition for deletion in this case is to delete the data of record with using the primary key. Okay, so since this is the CRUD or create, update and delete system, so to create we have add data, and then to read we have index, and to update we have edit, and to delete we have delete. And this is the display or home display of the information system. The name is Novel Information, and I have my name as the creator of this information system. And if we my name as this, when we minimize the display or the page is minimized, so the display like this. And we will try to using this information system for the publisher. In the publisher we can add data, we can add data of publisher name, and data is added successfully, so we will view the result, and the data will be added like this. And we can also edit the data. Update, and the data will be updated like this, and we can also delete the data. And for the writer, we can add data, writer name, for the date of birth of writer, and then writer origin, data is added successfully, view result. So data is successfully added like this, and we can also edit or update the data. Update, and the data will be updated like this, and we can also delete the data. And for novel, we can add data, but data failed to add. This is because writer name, the value of writer name Andrea Hirata, and the value of publisher name Bentang Pustaka are not exist in the table because we have deleted the data of writer name Andrea Hirata and the data publisher name of Bentang Pustaka in the table of writer and publisher, so it cannot be added. So we will change the writer name, the publisher name, or the data. In this case, writer name Boy Chandra and publisher name Media Kita are exist in the writer table and publisher table. So if we add the data is added successfully, and we will view the result, and this will be add the data will be add, and for edit, and same with add data, since we have foreign key, so the foreign key will we have the reference table, so we must enter the value that satisfy with the table or reference table. For example, if we update publisher name with something else that is not exist in the publisher table, and like this. If we update, but this value aren't exist in the reference table, so if we update, the data will not be updated or edited. So if you want to edit, it must be satisfied with the reference table. For example, we want to edit the year of publish 2020. We update, so the data will be updated 2020. And if we want to delete, we can delete it. Delete is the primary key, like this. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you for the attention. I'm so sorry for any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.